And welcome, welcome,
Oh,
welcome.
what happened? I thought we were doing our okay. I was okay, hello.
Welcome,
I
welcome.
was expecting more.
You know what?
More we normally have some other things leading up to.
Oh, we're gonna hop right into it.
Let's do
Thanks for
it because
everybody.
we have a
We're
very
an hour
important
later
guest.
today. We've got a lot going on today. We want to thank our sponsors. Let's go ahead and shout out one of our brand new sponsors, brand new to this amazing show. We're so excited. She is waiting backstage, ready to come on. This is our new sponsor, a brand new sponsor.
When daily tasks become too painful, it's time for change. Let our pain management and wellness practice, Valentine Integrative Health, elevate your quality of life and ease your discomfort. Visit us at valentineintegrativehealth.com and start your journey to a fuller life.
Valentine Integrative Health, yes, new sponsor. Ring the bell.
And the every day that I live, I realize how important health is and all of it, body, mind, soul. But first,
Health is life.
let me welcome you to the Allison and Marc podcast, Married in Media. We are two Gen X media pros with three grown kids, and we've been married for 24 years this year. And we talk about everything from politics to pop culture, a little history, a little humor, and a whole lot of love.
That's right. Also, we want to mention another sponsor who will be joining us later on. The Black Trivia guy, Carl with a K, is a host of Soul Trivia Game Show, Captivating Black History game live stream on the Black Trivia Network YouTube channel every Monday at 7 p.m. For more information, visit www.soultrivia.net.
I hope we do better this week.
We are, let me tell you something, we're off to the races. And so without any further ado, Nia Valentine Barnes is backstage and ready to join us. There she is, a beautiful.
Hi.
Nia.
Beautiful and smart and
you know what I mean? She looks like she would be a part of our family, and she is a part of the family. Yeah. Welcome, Ania.
Thank you.
Thanks for taking a chance on us.
Yes.
If we take a chance on you. So let's hop right into it. So go ahead.
My first question is tell us all about Valentine Integrative Health.
So Valentine Integrative Health is a pain and wellness practice. And so what we do at Valentine Integrative Health is that we actually help to reduce pain and suffering through a myriad of different things, but basically through wellness. And that's how we do it. So whether it's through weight loss, diet, nutrition plan, through medication management if we need to. We have different modalities like red light therapy, which actually regenerates cells and reduces inflammation, and that's really good for the joints. We also have injections where we do like joint injections, or we can do injections in the muscles. And so we do like a myriad of different things, but we really focus on that wellness part because unfortunately, if you don't have that right mindset, it's really hard sometimes to get that pain to really, and I won't always say to alleviate, to go away, right? We're probably going to have some chronic pain that's going to be there daily. But if you don't have that right mindset, you're not going to get that pain level to get down to where you can have that quality of life and get back to being really the true you that you want to be.
Because Nia, I blessed thus far to not have to deal with chronic pain, but we know people who have to deal with it and continue on with life. Yes. And it's mind-boggling to me. And all praises go to those people. But if they can get a little help, what a wonderful thing. Tell me, who's a typical client, I guess?
So if we're talking about a male, usually it's that kind of 50, 60, who's kind
That's me.
No, okay, we're in that wheelhouse. Okay, Nia, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So typically it is that kind of 50, 60-year-old male who may have had a job where it was a little bit more taxing on the body, or they were in sports, and so they had a lot of physical taxing on the body. And so now that they have, some disc problems or some back problems, neck problems. And so now they're coming in for that. They may be a little bit overweight. And so now the extra weight is kind of working on their joints. Or the females, typically, they will have some of that, but a lot of times they've been in an accident, or they have some type of an autoimmune, or kind of like a lupus, or, an arthritis from something going on because it's genetics and it's kind of going through. So it varies, but depending on male or female, it looks very different, that person.
And what separates you from the competition? I think I know the answer. You offer such a myriad of different options. So like you said, even with your name, it's not just one thing, but what separates you from the competition?
So, I do a lot of things that the others do, right? But I think what kind of separates me from the others, one is my caring compassion. I think that has always been part of me. But another thing that I think separates me is that I really do. I help typically like women and men, particularly over the 35, kind of eliminate and reduce their pain in their joints, their neck, their back, shed unnecessary weight. But I kind of do that to keep them from feeling like that they are going to have problems later in life, right? And so I do that by kind of getting down on that level, kind of allowing them to feel as though, or bring them in as their family, not kind of making them feel like that they are just kind of another person. They're kind of in and they're out. I take that extra time with them so that they feel like that they're getting the help that they need. Like maybe we're there that day about pain, but something happened, a family member passed away, or, something, unexpected happened. And so maybe we step away from the pain that day and we need to talk about what's going on. Because all of those things affect pain. And so kind of really diving into that and knowing that it's not always about the money. It's not always about the insurance. Yes, those things will come, but knowing that I am there to help them, I think is what really sets me apart. And I think that speaks volumes for my patients and why I am different than my competitors.
So yeah, I wanted to use me as an example because you kind of mentioned, about, we talked off here about my journey, and you kind of said, well, Mark, I'll guide you through how I would help you or add on to you, right? So ironically, you mentioned autoimmune disease. So I've been diagnosed with MS, number one. But my weight loss journey is, reinventing Marc Clarke. I started my journey on the treadmills. Then I started kind of like getting a group following that journey. Then I had the weight loss surgery. And so then I was diagnosed with MS. And so, I'm active, I'm keeping it moving. I dropped over 100 pounds. But, again, you mentioned some things that could help. So now I'm coming to see you. I'm in your hands now. What does a client like me get from you?
So one, we would, so you've already kind of gone through, some of the basics. Just for the weight loss surgery, you had to go through that nutrition, but kind of going back through kind of the nutrition. So getting like a specialized plan, of what your intake looks like at this particular moment. Actually seeing your diet, which is the nutrition, but also exercise. What kind of movement are you doing? Because that's very important. Getting the heart rate going is also important. You have to have those kind of changes in your heart rate. It's not just keeping on that steady state. So kind of figuring out those things. And once we figure out those things, and also doing lab work, I think lab work is very important. So getting a baseline of what your lab work looks like, because maybe you're deficient in some things, it maybe not just be MS, maybe it's something else. And we need to kind of figure those things out as well. And so it's just kind of getting that assessment, kind of diving deep and doing just a basic assessment to see kind of where you are, and then start tweaking some of those things based on that assessment. And so that's kind of where I would start.
I love it. Again, as we wrap things up, Nia, again, brand new sponsor, brand new family member, and you'll be a part of the movement. And again, if you're watching this, whenever you're watching it, this is a new client that is taking new patients and would love to have you be a part of her experience and help you, even improve your life.
So how do people get in touch with you?
So yes, actually, they can get in touch with me through my website, Valentine Integrative Health, and so .com. So it's Valentine Integrative with a TIVE health.com, and that has my phone number as well as my email address, so they can contact me through there. But before we go, I do for the first 9 people that contact me through my website, whether it be phone or email or through the website. I have 9 open spaces for the week of April the 12th. I'm going to do a total body or pain analysis to really dig deep into the root cause of why you feel the way that you feel. So
Come on now.
a couple, because you have a couple of pounds overweight, or whether you have pain in different areas, I'm going to create a plan to help you improve, get some relief in the next 6 to 12 weeks. And so just because you're part of Marc's and Allison's audience, I'm going to waive the typical $150 assessment fee.
Thank you.
As long as you can reach out to me between now and next Wednesday, which is March the 28th, just contact me at my website, ValentineIntegrativeHealth.com. And I do appreciate you guys.
Okay, now now hold up. Now I'm somebody daddy. So hold on. VAL Valentine, not times VALNTINE.
Yes.
Integrative. INT. Spell it for me, babe.
Yep. INTEGRATIV Health HEALTH.com.
Yeah, and just so you know, he was calling me babe. But
well, I figured I knew he wasn't calling me, but
he was asking me to spell, and he knows that's not my strong suit. Yeah, it's been a joy. We can't wait to see you next week, right? Just to and all that good support. We will put this in the link in here.
Valentine Integrative Health, right, baby?
Yes.
INTEGRATIVE health.com.
Yes.
Boom.
The first 9 people who reach out between now and March 28th, that fee, typically $150, will be waived. For
and hold up the spot, Nia.
For the week, you said for the week of April 12th.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks.
I look forward to partnering with you guys soon.
Okay.
Definitely. And so, what's exciting about, again, for those who watch this
That's
and
wonderful.
have businesses, what I love about Best is, babe, we get you on the show, then we physically do something with you at your place. And so, we growing this thing now. We're at the beginning. So please think of us.
Somebody said that. I appreciate it. Reva, congratulations. You are just beginning. Thank you. That's wonderful.
And so look, babe, Shamira Brown already has an Ask Allison, babe. Should we hop onto that real quick?
Dr. Brown. Let's go through our thing.
And then come
and
back.
Then let's get to it. And I see your question, Dr. Brown, and I love you and thank you for sending it in.
So, babe, do you want to lighten it up with something fun real quick? You want to
sure go ahead.
Tap in with
go ahead.
Because you just got back. This flew in
from
LA.
Let's talk about that. So we were not with you last week because me and my little middle baby, okay, she's 22. We went on a spring break, and baby, you have some pictures to show.
Okay, so I'll play the little series and then you can tell us about it.
Okay, all right.
What you got there, boo?
I don't know how to say it.
Hotum, right? Hotum.
Mm-hmm. But it's really good.
What is it?
It's a Korean-style pancake stuffed with brown sugar. Warm brown. It's hot.
And so, what does it taste like?
I can't describe it. You taste that.
All right. May I?
Because I snatched it back from her. So what you saw, Skylar and I, we went to Los Angeles for her spring break. That was a shot of me on Rodeo Drive. We didn't buy nothing, but we smelled the air, the oxygen. It smelled different there in Beverly Hills. Everybody was so kind. I was, you hear about that little California vibe. Really wonderful it was. And so then the second one was we were at Santa Monica. And there's a famous picture of a house there that's become a meme. It's pink and purple, and Skylar was pointing to that. You couldn't really see it. And then that was the two of us at our Airbnb.
Oh,
yeah, so we
wow.
just had a ball. And here's why. And this is the thing, parents, grandparents, guardians, whomever. So we had 3 girls, Sydney, Skylar, Spencer. The bookends, as I call them, the oldest and the youngest, Sydney and Spencer, they both had spring break plans.
Yes.
Spencer went to the Bahamas because a friend of hers is from the Bahamas, and so they stayed at their house there.
Yeah.
And Sydney, who is at Howard Medical School, she went on a girls trip because they study so hard. They went to like Mexico and stayed at this place and did all this wildlife, all this nature stuff or whatever. And Skylar didn't have plans. So I was like, not on my watch.
Come on,
my
man.
baby is going somewhere for spring break.
That's my wife.
She's going somewhere. And so I said to her, I said, well, Skylar, let's me and you go somewhere. I'll get some days off and we'll do it. And where do you want to go? Now, privately, I was hoping she would say Charlestown or West Virginia because the pockets are a little. But she was like, "Mommy, I always wanted to go to LA. I think I really vibe with the energy on the West Coast with my personality because she's that sort of personality." And so I was like, "Well, look." Now, did you know that when you buy your plane tickets, you can basically put them on what we call layaway?
I didn't know
before, like these, paying for. So we put that little thing on paying for. Tickets weren't that expensive. Got the little Airbnb in a great area there in California, which I didn't realize was like a really great little Black enclave of Los Angeles. And so that was wonderful. And we made memories. And I told Skylar when I was there, I said, as long as I live, I will never forget this trip.
Come on now.
We could have gone anywhere. It would have been like that. But I was like, I will never forget this trip and this time that we spent together.
I love it, baby. That's why I love this one right here. She's special, y'all. She's special.
No, I mean, that's what anybody would do. No, it doesn't really matter where you go. This just happened to be us going, to the West Coast, and so, so that was that. That's where we were, and
kids now,
and parents. Somebody told me a long time ago. It was Lark McCarthy from my DC folks who know Lark from Fox 5. She was like, "Your kids, they might not all be the same, so you have to be ready to." Be able to get them the education they need differently, the parenting they need differently, the discipline they need differently. And I have never forgotten that. And it is so true. They're all so different. And it even speaks to the fact that, they all went places with other people, and Skylar and I went together. But if you can nurture that, it's wonderful. And so I had a ball. Yeah.
I love it.
Yep. Had a ball.
We love Allison.
Had a ball.
You're absolutely right. That right, she'll make you cry. Keisha, she'll make you cry.
Hey, Keisha.
Now, okay, y'all, this one right here, I'm curious, babe.
Karen Ridley.
Coming up,
Darlene
Carl with
Wallace.
the K is going to have our trivia.
Carl, okay.
But I got something for y'all right now. This right here.
Carl's been on deck.
This is an interesting conversation, baby. You're going to know why for me, babe. But then we're going to tap into some of the Black folks in food. Okay, you ready? This actually happened with, my man Shannon and Stephen A. This actually happened.
You don't want to go to Carl with the K first? Carl been waiting.
Let's see. I told Carl. Okay, I did say 6:20. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Carl.
I'm here for you, Carl.
Let's see. Hold on now. Denise says, I met your baby girl before.
Yeah.
Look at Denise.
Yeah. She's a sweetheart.
Okay, so Carl with the K. Tiny says, baby, we love you. We love you.
Oh.
All right, so Carl with the K waiting patiently. Carl, what's going on, brother?
I want to find out what happened with Shannon.
Carl, you can hang. Check this out, Carl. Then just real quick. This is what
I will be hanging.
I got 2 things with Shannon, and Shannon's on the show twice. But anyway, this is something that happened.
Carl, my man loves some Shannon Sharp.
Okay, well,
he's trying to be on the pod. I'm trying to. If you have a connection, please get Marc on the podcast.
No. Other than you might need to take some really expensive liquor to him. That's about all I can think of.
Okay, well, guess we'll be in our basement.
Well, Carl, this is funny because you are the king of the cookout. This is the cookout question now. Here we go.
Telling you, whatever you mention, she can cook. She's that good.
Oh, yeah.
What do you want?
Banana pudding, but I like a lot of cookies. Now, I like cookies.
Cookies? On the banana pudding? In the
Yeah.
banana pudding?
In the banana pudding.
What kind of cookies?
Vanilla wafers.
Vanilla wafers.
I mean, I didn't know.
Oh, my goodness.
He even got to give up his black card.
Banana pudding.
Yes.
That go on top y'all
What?
pulled Stephen A?
I never had those, Shannon.
Oh,
Whoa.
I never did. Look, man, don't be looking at me straight. You the one telling people you used to eat squirrels when you used to eat the fried squirrels when you were
did.
younger. All
I
right,
did.
all right then. I mean, our palate ain't the same. What you want me to do? What you want me to do?
And while you're talking, I eat a mess of squirrel right now. Somebody cooking squirrel and rice right now.
All right. Okay.
I told you that
Yeah.
brown liquor was shit.
Now wait a minute. Now
Now,
wait a minute, Stephen A. Now
when did the black card expire?
is it now? Stephen A. is from New York.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
from Jersey.
Okay. Yeah.
Well,
We
Carl,
always had,
Carl,
we
where are your
always had
people
vanilla
from?
wafers in ours.
Carl, your people from Jersey, like 2 generations back?
No.
What-
My people originally from South Carolina.
I was gonna say,
Conway, Georgetown, Dillon, but
Okay,
born
that's
and
it.
raised in Jersey.
Jersey, I got
okay, now is it so? Carl, trivia, that is a violation. I mean, Nilla wafers. Now, come on, now. What happened now? What happened to Stephen A?
you.
Stephen A.
Yeah, that's okay.
He missed
but-
out on that one. Is
Yeah.
what percentage of the people miss out on that one? Because that's not. In all fairness, even though Nilla wafers is a Southern thing, actually that Nilla wafers recipe was on the box.
On the box.
And
Yeah.
I'm from the Midwest.
Yeah, it's
I'm
on the
from the
box.
Midwest. My mama, who was diabetic, loved it.
Yeah.
Now, granted, but okay. So the Stephen, he doesn't lose his card, does he?
No, because it's just what it is. But I think everybody.
We might have to check the expiration date.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm
So
talking
it
about.
made me think of the different cities I worked in and different things. Now, so of course, Washington D.C. with mambo sauce, is that considered mambo sauce? Is
Mumbo.
considered
It's
mumbo.
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 Okay, of course, Baltimore salt, pepper, ketchup on your chicken box and half,
Mhm.
right? That's the chicken box and half
Okay.
with salt, pepper, ketchup. That's how you got to have it. Salt, pepper, ketchup,
All right.
and then the half and half, which is the tea and lemonade.
See,
mix.
now I thought you were gonna go with the Old Bay and the crabs and all that.
Yeah, but salt, pepper, ketchup on your chicken box and half is probably the hood.
Okay.
Now, St. Louis was the St. Paul sandwich.
Mhm. And also that monkfish thing from the Mississippi River. That fish from the
Well,
Mississippi
yeah, but
that
they
fish sandwich.
called it lake trout. No, that's Baltimore. Baltimore's lake
Baltimore
trout.
lake trout.
Yeah,
Mhm.
St. Louis. Yeah, it really was. It's really Buffalo, I think, actually.
Oh, okay.
And then Detroit. I know you got a couple things there. You got Fago soda. You got. There's a couple things. So it just made me think of the.
It's very interesting. It's like a whole anthropology
And so-
through food. I love it.
And so Charleston, babe, you gotta have your hoppin' jack. You gotta have what's the
Yeah,
Charleston
like
thing?
okra, gumbo, devil
Rice with
crab,
everything.
yeah,
Mhm.
red rice, yeah, all that good stuff.
Okay, Julie likes the
But,
mumbo
Yeah.
sauce.
I gotta throw one in that you might not be familiar with. I'm from Newark,
Okay.
New Jersey, Brick City. We have something called the Italian hot dog.
Oh,
And
What's
the
that?
Italian hot dog is basically like you take the pizza dough before they flatten it out.
Yeah.
They bake that and you cut it in half. So you scoop it out. So it's like a thick pita bread.
Okay.
Then you put the hot dog in,
Yeah.
and then on
Like a
top of that, you put peppers and French fries or fried
this is
potatoes.
That sounds good.
that does.
Oh, it's awesome. And with the mustard
Guess what?
lettuce,
Well,
with the mustard and ketchup. And, it's
Yeah.
and if you look it up, you can go it's called Jimmy Buff's was the main place growing up. If you type in Jimmy Buff's in Google, you will see it. It will make your mouth water. And when I was
And
growing
where
up,
is
it
this,
was
girl?
75 cents. Now it's
Where
like
was
$3.
it?
It's just Jersey.
in Jersey.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what is interesting? It's like how different places are associated. Like I know what Cincinnati has that some called the chili on the spaghetti type of thing.
Oh,
I think
okay.
that's or the hot dog. Or anyway, but would you agree, Carl? It all comes from the early people who moved to those areas. That's how it works, right? That's history.
Depending on the ethnicity, yes, I agree.
Right,
It's
right,
usually
right.
from that. It's usually something from the ground up. Like I know, like the Jimmy Buff started because when they started the hot dog stand, he started something a little different. So, and it's really
Yeah, I mean,
only in that North Jersey area.
All right, Carl. Okay, let's
All right.
pop this trivia. Actually, in the essence of time, Carl, just give us two. Let's do two.
Okay, not a problem. All right, so the first one is in your chat. Kathleen Brady was Miss Parker in the Friday movie, but she was also the first African-American model on what daytime game show? Is it Let's Make a Deal, The Price is Right, or deal of the century?
I'm sorry, it's the Price is Right. I got it.
You know that? Okay.
Price is
I
Right.
thought Let's Make a Deal.
Go with it, Mark. It is The Price is Right.
Okay.
I don't
She was
remember
the
because I think
first-
she had a relationship with
Bob
Bob
Barker.
She was
Barker.
part of that whole thing with Barker.
Mhm.
He was a Barker beauty, and
Yeah.
she didn't get I don't think she got, but she was a witness
She was a
for the
Can I
woman,
get a
for the
witness?
first woman
They
who
said
screamed.
some of them say they called him Barker because he was a dog. Arr, arr, arr. No.
All right. So this next one, my boys from Howard, they got beat last night, so we got knocked out of the tournament, but we did show up again. So I figured I'd add an HBCU question.
All right.
Alonzo G. Marion was the first Black president of what HBCU? Is it
Oh,
Howard,
sounds like he's rich.
Hampton, or Morehouse?
I'll go with Morehouse.
You'll go with Morehouse?
Yes.
Oh wow! So
It wasn't Hampton.
because your reaction, I'm gonna say Hampton.
It was Hampton.
Wow, babe.
What
He was the first Black
Hampton.
president. He was the first Black president of Hampton University, 80 years after Hampton was founded.
Don't feel bad, babe.
Okay.
Vivian was with you. She didn't know
Vivian,
you.
yeah. Oh my God. Let me tell you something. It's like a course in knowing everything Hampton. Somehow that slipped through.
Wow, babe. Boy, wow.
Yes.
Wow, Harvey's going to be disappointed. Harvey might call you on this one.
Well,
Dr. Harvey's going
it's
to call you.
President Williams now.
No, I'm saying Dr. Harvey at home going to call you.
Oh, yeah.
He's watching the show now.
I might have to call, but I might have to call the young lady, Miss Valentine, because I just turned 60 last week.
Well, the first,
What are you talking about?
first 9 people.
Wait a minute, Carl. She right here. She right
Okay.
I
New client.
don't have any aches yet, but I'm working. I got a lot of cracking.
Okay.
Yeah, hanging around. Yeah, I'm sorry. You don't have to hang around if you don't want to. I'm sorry.
No, I'm watching. I'm
No, I
enjoying
always
it.
hang around.
Wait a minute. My girl said, Julie said, who's claiming fried bologna sandwich? Who's going to do the fried
Oh,
bologna?
yeah. My grandmother used to do that.
Oh, fried bologna.
Yeah,
Come on now.
Charleston. That's right.
You know, the funny part about my fried bologna sandwich story is when busing started, that's when they bus in Springfield, the poor kids to the rich side of town and vice versa. The first time I ever had fried bologna was on the rich side of town.
Did you say Bologna?
Bologna, yeah, bologna.
Okay.
My mother used to take,
He said Bologna, Carl.
well, you know,
That's how it's spelled, though, right?
Yeah.
Bologna.
my mom used to, you know how you got those road trips?
Mhm.
I couldn't understand why my mom would go extra with the bologna, Carl. She would take a hunk of bologna and grind it up with a meat grinder with cheese and then make a spread. And I was like, but why?
Oh,
Why are
no.
we going?
Because she
these
wanted to be different.
You know what I'm saying? This is a lot of effort. Couldn't you just take a slice of bologna and a slice of cheese? Why are we grinding? Do y'all remember the meat grinder used to clamp to the table, baby? You ever seen one of those?
Mhm.
Girl, you know about that.
Yeah, I know about it.
Okay, just checking now.
Yeah.
Man.
I told you my people from South Carolina, dog.
Yeah, it was cheap. Okay, man.
Yeah. Alonzo Moran, 1949 to
Wow, baby.
1959.
Yeah, Dr. Harvey will be calling Allison tonight.
Never knew.
You know he was.
Oh, you're
French.
fact checking me?
I just want to know more.
Wow.
And I'm doing a little fact checking.
You
Carl. I'm a journalist, you know. I gotta have another source.
Right. Mom should have brought the fan. Well, Carl with the K, always great to see you. One more time, where can people reach you? And also, y'all need to buy the game. Carl is the ambassador for the
fun.
game and owner of it. Are you owner of the game, Carl? Anyway,
Yes,
buy
I
it
am.
from Carl. Give me
I
a
will.
plug.
I will bring it. I will put it up more. I just pulled it out right now, but yes, it is. Oops,
Oh, Lord.
right here.
Man.
I love it. What a fun game.
All right, Carl.
And
We're
then
gonna
on
have to.
each question
Yes.
is multiple choice and has a little brief description of each one. You can go to my website and see them. But I will be starting to use these as some type of incorporated with a prize next week.
And go ahead. What's the website? One more time.
Oh, the website is soultrivia.net. You can watch me every Monday on YouTube on the Black Trivia Network YouTube channel. And you can catch me also some of my shorts on the YouTube channel as well. Shorts, quick minutes, what I call Black Trivia Minutes and quick quizzes.
I love
With
it.
a K,
Carl,
of course.
We appreciate you with a K, my friend. I finally converted Carl with a K. See? Took me a while. The K part.
We enjoy you so much. Thank you so much. I literally have learned something every time Carl's been on the show,
And Carl-
including
Yes,
about my
sir.
history. And I see you, Bootsy, in the comments
Yes.
talking about my card needs to be taken from
Okay.
Hampton.
And Bootsy, so Carl Bootsy has one of the most comprehensive media programs in DC. and he says he needs a game for the students. But even better, Bootsy, y'all need to connect. I'll send you guys information. Carl needs to come talk to the kids because Carl is like us, a longtime radio guy, sales, and also everything else. So he'd be a great guest, Bootsy, for your media program and also for this Black Trivia. So I'll hook you guys up, okay?
I appreciate it.
So, Carl, thank you, my friend.
Thank you, Carl.
Carl with a K, ladies and gentlemen, joining us.
Yes, I never ever knew that. We learned so much.
Isn't that something?
Hampton history, and yeah, and this guy is pretty fascinating. He's from the Virgin Islands.
I knew he was French.
Yeah, he's born in 1909.
Okay, Faith says come to Bowie State, Carl. So okay, this is good. This is good.
It.
And so let's make the connection. Faith, go to his website, and you guys can make it happen. Let's make the magic happen.
I love Carl. He said, "Are you fact checking me?"
Yeah, are you fact checking me?
It's my journalistic background, and of course, I would never doubt him. But I wanted just to learn more because I need to know everything.
Allison is a history
I love
buff.
it. All right, talking about history, Beyonce Knowles Carter has now. I think Beyonce Knowles. Why am I saying her whole name? I think Queen B has moved into an era now where she is a little bit more forthcoming with her feelings because I'm seeing or what she goes through. Because I think that she's up here and she's this superstar, mega superstar, but she gets the amount of hate I feel like that she gets for really no reason at the end of the day is just it's mind-boggling to me. And fame, right? But the amount of hate that she received from the country music world when she performed years ago on the CMAs, she never really talked about it. She never talks about this and that, but she's come out with this new cover. Do you have the cover?
Yeah.
She's come out and she's talking about the fact that everything in this was intentional and it was a project like 5 years in the making. And she's like, it's not a country album, it's a Beyonce album, which I love because music, the limits that were placed on music did not come from the Black community. Yeah. They came from this segregation and trying to keep us apart with the race music, right? And artists like Pat Boone doing music from artists like Little Richard to be more palatable to white teenagers back in the day with the 50s, but the kids just wanted the music. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So it's the system. But sometimes it's people giving the hate. And so she addressed that. And look at the cover. Yeah, just like because the cover, I included something here. She says the criticisms I faced.
I don't think you can hear it.
It's nothing to hear. I just put it up again. The criticisms that I faced when I first entered this genre forced me to propel past the limitations that were put on me. That's a powerful statement from one of the most powerful women in entertainment and therefore in pop culture and therefore culture in our society today. Yeah. So I love that she's speaking out about it. There have been several country music stars that have come out and said, do your thing, queen. I'm forgetting her name, but she was like, yes, drag them. And she says, drag them. And she's like, a big country star. Yeah. Other people have come out too. And it's just, this entitlement to different genres is, it's exhausting is what it is. You know what I mean? And so you like it or not, I love that she's finding that voice and she's had it, I'm sure already, but when they go low, we go high. That's kind of how we roll. She's like, no, I'm putting you on blast. This is my thing. And it's being embraced. And some stations didn't want to play it and all this ridiculousness. Okay, don't play it then. It's still number one. Right. So anyway,
so babe,
I love it.
Faith said your wife shut us down for graduation. Come on, babe. You don't get it twisted now. Allison, a little preacher now.
That was.
Don't get to now. She's the daughter of Lafayette Renee Seymour.
I really enjoyed it. I don't like to do a lot of those speeches.
Lafayette Renee Seymour.
I don't like to do a lot of those speeches. I really, it's almost obsessive, like how much it takes up in my brain. Like I want it to be right because I want to give the right message for the audience that I'm speaking in front of. And so that it was received positively in any way. I'm forever grateful for that. I had the girls help me out with some little pop references.
Mm-hmm.
The main one is from Glorilla, a rapper named Glorilla. Mm-hmm. And one of her lyrics says, every day the sun ain't gonna shine, but that's why I love tomorrows.
Come on now.
And so it's just like, And
When they say
I
that,
stopped.
now?
Right. Every day the sun won't shine, but that's what. And so I was like, every day the sun won't shine, but, and they were like, that's why we love tomorrows. And but that's what you need as a college graduate, right? So that's right.
Say, don't get us started now.
Anyway, so shout out to you, Beyonce.
I love it. Divya has to go, baby.
Okay,
Love you, Divya.
Divya and I have been talking because Divya's spent a bunch of time out on the West Coast, and she knew I was going to enjoy my trip. So love you, girl. Yeah.
Okay. Faith wants to meet you in person, baby.
Okay.
We're gonna do something. We're gonna do a live thing, y'all, coming up in April.
Okay. So are we at the end of? Aren't you going to show the other?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's see. Mark, your supporter. Oh yeah. That's it. Let me tell you something. Well.
Oh yeah.
I got a superstar. You know what? My wife, Allison.
Babe, don't do it.
Allison. Oh, wait a minute. Faith getting her PhD now. Dr. Faith now.
Dr. Faith Williams.
Yes, we gotta come to the party. We'll come to the party. I marvel at my wife every day. I'll leave it at that.
Yes, please do. I get embarrassed.
She be the burst, y'all.
I get embarrassed.
So here's one.
Speaking of emotions flowing.
Wait a minute, baby. We got the
emotions flowing.
We got the. Wait a minute. We got what about? We got the Ask Allison.
Do you want to show the Shannon one first? Because that's kind of heavy.
Kind of
heavy.
We can
leave it till next week or whatever. What time is it?
Yeah, we've been on 37. 38. Okay, we're good.
Okay.
Let's do the Ask Allison real quick. I have an Ask Allison question. My husband and I have been married for 26 years. He never lets me do any housework. He cooks and cleans and even finds time to massage me when I have a hard day at work.
Well,
how can I get him to let me do my share?
How can I get him?
Wow.
Tomorrow.
Shamir Brown, you got the best husband in the world.
These are the doctors, Brown.
These are the doctors, Brown.
These are the doctors
what?
Who have been
Let me find out, hubby.
Supportive of our family for years. Always send us the African-American calendars at the beginning of the year and delicious chocolates and for Valentine's Day. So we love this.
So he is a thoughtful, it just extends to their life. So this is great.
Absolutely. Beautiful kids and the whole thing. You know what? Dr. Brown, here's what I'm going to say. Let him do his thing. This is like, I hear a lot about love language,
Yes.
And so I dare say, should I be so presumptuous to say, sounds like his love language. And I happen to be privy to the way that he adores you. And both of you are, hardworking parents and career people and accomplished. Let him do his thing. It's okay. Because I know that whatever you are doing for him is inspiring him to want to do every doggone thing for you. I don't want my baby tired because whatever she's doing for me, that's what I'm here for. So
I love it.
Let him do his thing. I would say, as I know you already do, just tell him how much you appreciate it all the time.
And
that's it. Tell him, and what can I do for you? And maybe do some little things to take stuff off his plate. When if you get home before him, maybe have a little ambiance or a little something. There are little things that you can do, but let him do his thing because it's worked for you guys for all these years.
But it's never nothing wrong with the things that he likes. Like my wife just the other day just treated me to some little nice little clothes she saw when she was out. So the things that he likes, just surprise him. Don't say nothing about it. Doesn't even have to be big. Just the little things that he likes.
Yeah.
Take note and then surprise him sometimes with that. Or you didn't ask my opinion, but again, God bless you and your husband. That's an amazing problem to have. Yeah. And
and Dr. Brown, speaking of connections with Carl, I don't know if he still has it. Shamira, hit me up if he does not. But he had like the largest collection of old Black Hollywood movies.
Oh yeah.
Like the Stormy Weathers of the world, Cabin in the Sky type of thing in the world. So they're just wonderful, wonderful people.
Look at my cousin. What's up, Vivi?
Hi, Vivi.
Cousin in the house. Vivi, I have been terrible. I need to owe you a call. Lord Jesus, I've been a terrible cousin. I love you. I appreciate you. I love the family. I'll call you this week, okay?
Babe, let's show the Shannon Sharp because I want to just end on this note. It's Women's History Month.
Giovanna, we started late, so you
women have a pivotal role, you know what I mean, in the fabric of family, just like men. And so show the clip.
Yeah, this clip right here now.
From grown men.
Yep.
I love it.
Yep.
I definitely I would love. I haven't had an opportunity to hear her voice in a very long time. pill because I would do.
Hold on, the middle blue pill.
So obviously,
This is if you could pick two pills, which ones? This was the setup, which I
Right.
love this question.
so be rich, bring someone dead back, read minds,
Never feel pain.
never catch a disease, add 5 inches. Wait a minute.
And then Ocho Cinco was like, I'm good in that part. Okay, bro. Anyway, so this is him
I think
picking.
I'm gonna take. Okay, never mind.
This is him picking the blue pill on the top, where he tells Shannon Sharp that if he could do one of these things, he would bring back somebody from the dead, and he's talking about his mother.
The middle, the solid blue pill in the middle of the top row, or the bottom right.
Hold on, let me see. No, the first one on the top row. Is that it?
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I'm just
'cause
checking. Because I thought you were talking about you trying to get
No,
that.
I'm looking at the blue pill.
Okay,
I'm
just so we
looking at it
clear.
in my notes. You know, in my notes, I don't have the
Okay.
diagram, but I definitely I would love. I haven't had an opportunity to hear her voice in a very long time. I would love to have Hurricane Paula back. I would love that. I would love. I just want to say hello to my mama, just one more time. Just curse me out one more time. Oh, you got me about to cry. Shit. Damn it. Ooh.
Whoo-wee. It's easy for me.
Oh, shit.
I know that's tough for you, bro.
Come on, get right, boy.
I think, Ocho, because of the relationship that you and your mom had early, and what the relationship that you were able to repair towards the end and where you came to, that's what you like, man. Because I think in the back of your mind, you think about all the years that you guys missed out on.
A lot of it.
And so now you like, well, if I could just go back and get the years that we had at the end in the beginning.
Yeah.
Now.
I know what it feels like to have a mother. I never had that feeling. My grandma raised me. I want you there when I was 4, when I was 5, when I was 6, when I was 7, when I was in high school. No, I didn't get to you until I got to Santa Monica Junior College. Hell, I'm already goddamn grown now. So I done missed all the good years on what it's like to have my mama. Oh shit.
But here's the thing, Ocho. Sometimes the best decisions doesn't involve her. The best decision was your grandma did what she did. We don't realize it. Because when we miss out on something, all we think about is what we missed out on. But think about what you gained from your granny.
Would I be the same person I am today without her?
Yeah.
So obviously very emotional.
Yeah.
Your thoughts?
Yeah. Yeah, that mother love piece, that's difficult. If you don't have that, I think it's really hard to get over.
Yeah.
And I think it's really hard to get over. I think that he is a person who has succeeded in spite of it. Didn't have enough time with her, but that grandmother love, and he talks about, Shannon talks about that grandmother love. I think he was raised by his grandmother too, right?
Yeah.
And how they love you more than they love their kids. And let me tell you something. My mother, who has a birthday coming up, a heavenly birthday on March 9th, she loved me like her arm, right? And so here she is, and this is her arm, this is Allison. She loved her baby, right?
Yes.
But when those 3 little kids came along, move out the way, bring my babies over. So yeah, but it's hard to substitute that mother love. So I thought that was a really beautiful moment from Chad Ochocinco.
Yeah.
And I love how Unc, as he calls himself on that show, how he came and said, it's all right, because you turned out all right, and it's okay. And for the record, if I had the choice, and what would you do? Because let's narrow it down. Would you bring somebody back just for a moment to talk to them? Or would you take the pill that would ensure that you would live a long, healthy life yourself? I think you got to look forward, and I think that your foundation is laid. Now, if you're missing a big piece, and you want somebody to come back for a second, and the question is, why did you treat me this way, or why did you never love me like? And then they don't give you the answer they want, and then they go. It's like some things you just can't get again, which I think is what Shannon was saying. So I'm going to live a long life and pay it forward.
Yeah.
And keep it moving.
Look at Faith. So Faith, she says, because my mom passed when I was 6. Now, come on now. Faith is getting ready to get her PhD.
Yeah.
And, I know having your mother there, Faith, is what we all want. But look at what you did, though. Look at the life that you led, Faith.
That's right.
And that thing, not having her, probably was a part of the reason that you've been so driven,
Yeah.
And I think, again, these things that happen in our lives, I learned it firsthand. I kind of witnessed it firsthand. Like when you see people, somebody goes through some pain, a lot of times when you ask that question, why, maybe sometimes it's to comfort or have the answer for that person when they need an answer.
I know, but sometimes you can't. Sometimes it is what it is, and we glorify and look back. Now, of course, when you're 6, that's just a different thing. Like to have that nurturing, that loving arms and spirit and guidance is something different. But yeah.
My cousin says, "Well, Mama dropped me with the quickness when I have a leak." Yeah. Yes, I can vouch. And Dorothy loves her grandbabies. What I think so funny is how life. So Vivi, I always think of Julie. I think Julie was one of our family's first grandkids. And I think at the time, me and Vivi were probably in our almost 20 or something. And it's just so funny how she's just, Julie as a baby is just in my mind. And Julie's damn near, I think, 40 now.
Everybody,
but I can't help but think about that, right?
Niece.
Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, we cannot wait to be grandparents. We can't wait to be grandparents.
Oh, I know.
We can't wait to be grandparents,
cool
to live on them grandparents, on them babies. So
we're gonna be the cool grandparents.
All right, so that was a fun show.
Yeah.
We got to think. Wait a minute, baby. Nia is still hanging out, girl. She's still. Well, you know what? She exactly. Julie. Well, Nia, so glad again. Thank you for our new sponsor.
People are asking about it. They want the website and all that good stuff. So if you weren't with us at the top of the show, Nia Valentine is with Valentine Integrative Health.com, and she has been so generous to offer the first 9 people who reach out to her office through her website. You're going to waive that $150 fee, assessment fee, basically, to be seen the week of April 12th. So yeah,
April 2nd.
April 2nd. Okay.
Yes.
I think I said 12th. Okay. The week of April 2nd.
Well, Nia, thanks for rocking with us.
You're welcome. I enjoyed it.
Definitely. And so again, she is a part of the family and she'll be with us. And so again, Julie, my cousin, is 44 now. What else? Bootsy. We're going to have you on soon. Also. Oh, okay. Donetta, thanks so much.
Thank you, Donetta.
All right, everybody. So that's it, baby. Any final words? Any parting shots?
No, I think that that's it. Oh, I had to get somebody together at the gym yesterday.
What happened, babe?
Now, let's be clear. We were in the wrong.
Yes.
But would you agree with me? It's how someone speaks to you. And the older I get, the less tolerance I have for people coming in with the wrong tone. I look at it as a learning opportunity for those people.
Yes.
So maybe the next time. So now we've been sort of documenting our gym journey. Marc stays in the gym, but me getting back into it, right? So we were documenting it. And you're not supposed to have no cameras in the gym, but we were like doing the thing. And so so we know that. Don't at us. We understand. We understand that. But she comes over. Literally, we're grown. We're in the middle of the thing. What are you doing? Marc. You did. Yes, you did.
Wow. Wow.
I was like,
so you said I stuttered and uttered and muttered. That's what you're saying?
I'm saying you should have been like, oh, I'm just taking this picture of my wife for her, blah, blah. But we were wrong, okay? Because you ain't supposed to be doing that.
So baby, you just called me a punk. Wow.
But so it was the way that she said it. So she said, there's signs everywhere.
Oh,
girl. I said, where are the signs? Oh, they're everywhere. I said, can you show me one of the signs? Well, they're posted everywhere.
Yeah, baby, get shut down. I'll give you props, baby.
Where are the signs?
I was weak. I was weak because I knew it wasn't supposed to be doing it.
Yeah,
but Babe came strong. Thank
because
God
I
for
know
you.
you know, whatever, because of privacy. But we weren't shooting anybody else. We would never do that. It was just us.
Yeah, babe,
so
babe showed up like a boss.
Where are the signs? And then she said, "Well, I know that they're posted like when you come in." So now we're downstairs. It's 2 levels.
Yeah, I know, Faith.
I didn't call him anything. He called himself that. I just did not disagree. It was downstairs. So she was like, well, you know, blah, blah, blah. So literally there were no signs down there. But what she did when I asked her that is, what did she do, babe?
Yeah, she turned away.
She just walked away.
Because she got shook.
Right, she walked away. And
shook as you said I was.
When I went upstairs, when you come in, it's one of course, it's one of the things. It's like number 9. Yeah. She made it seem like this was and we were shooting ourselves, right? So anyway, for a moment, now this is where I did let it go, but I was.
She was hot. Let me tell you something. Allison was getting more hot by the moment because Allison does not like to be talked to a certain way.
Don't do it. Okay, so when I went upstairs, it was like number 9 on the code of conduct list or whatever. And I was going to, now this is where I stepped away. I was going to approach her.
Yes, okay, calm down.
No, I was going to say, may I speak with you for a second?
Mm-hmm.
And I was going to say, I need you to understand I did not appreciate your tone. We are adults who pay to be here. You talk to us like we were kids and you know, and I gotta be honest too, like there was some little Karen aspects to it.
Yeah, she's an old Karen though, old fit Karen.
And and I was going to say, I understand, you know, whatever, but please don't ever address me in that manner again, or really anyone else, because you
might get these hands.
You might, not me, of course.
Look at Ronnie. She is ready for it. She's ready for it.
Ronnie, I was like, I'm telling you, that's how she approached. And then because she wanted, there's signs posted everywhere. Where are the signs?
Wait, now, okay. Now, speaking of you know, now this is the thing about me. I'm not a pacifist.
Also, he engaged with a man who.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you a story.
Okay, this is it. This is our last story.
I'm not a pacifist, but I do.
This is our last story.
I have over the years. Over the years, right? That mean guy named Al, right? That's my husband's a little man inside. I definitely have, because of work and because of whatever, I am not easily triggered, and I will show up very passive to a degree, right? And that drives Allison crazy a lot of times.
Bonkers.
Because she was wrong. Her tone was wrong.
Very wrong.
And instead of me checking her, I will, because I knew I was wrong.
It's not a check, but
no, because I was wrong, I acquiesced, and I will acquiesce quickly, right? So today, y'all, I need to ask you guys as we wrap things up. Here, take lead, Bird. Good gracious. As we wrap things up, today Allison heard me on the phone going off on a guy or engaging in a guy.
He was going off on you.
He was going off. So, as you guys know, if you've been in downtown DC, there's a whole bunch of well-dressed people who maybe need medication and maybe shouldn't be out on the street. So this guy, I was in the store, he went off, and I came out of the store, and so then he went off. He was going off on me, as Allison called me, right? And the part about the scenario that cracked me up most, I see Bootsy's here, and Rondi. We have some funny people, including Allison. The part that made me most angry was, okay, I'm dressed up. I'm in DC and I'm dressed up. I'm looking like this, right? Now, see, Rondi says, Mark, we are big black men and we know the code.
Let me tell you something. That's true, Rondi, but this man was...
Okay, quick, babe. Let me tell a story, babe.
This man was...
Because I need Rondi to help me on this one, right? So here was the part. The man who is not in his right mind is going off on me, right? That part didn't upset me. The part that upset me was this thin white guy was walking and seeing the interaction, and he comes to my defense.
Yeah, what does he say?
He was like, hey, man, leave him alone. He said, leave him alone. And I was like, in my mind, like, yo, you think you need to help me?
And then I hear Mark on the phone. Mark is saying, okay, calm down.
And the guy's going to say, calm down.
And the guy is like, or what?
Oh.
And Mark is like, or you'll see. So that must have been after that man came.
Well, because
you tried
first of all, why did I even let myself get triggered? But what triggered me wasn't
triggered on the wrong
it wasn't the crazy guy.
That was not a safe space.
It wasn't the crazy guy. It was the guy who was 5'8", 145 pounds, that says to the crazy guy, "Hey man, leave him alone," talking about me. I was like, does this guy say I'm like I'm not 300 pounds anymore, but I'm a big guy. Doesn't he think that I might snatch him by the neck and throw him to the ground?
No.
Bootsy?
He did not.
Rondi? Do I look like a pacifist? Do I look that like weak?
No.
Babe, why did they feel like he had to help me out?
Because you were engaged with him. You did not just walk away, and the guy was more vocal and in your face, telling you whatever he was saying on the phone.
Well, the funny part was he's going off on me, and I'm on the phone with Allison, so I'm like this.
Yeah.
So he's like, and I say, calm down, and he's like, or what?
Yeah.
And so the funny part was
he wanted to know or what.
Yeah, he was giving me the smoke.
Yeah.
And he said, "I know you're recording me. I know you're recording me." I'm like, "I'm not recording you." But anyway, I say all that to say, look at Faith laughing. Faith, quit laughing. Faith was like, "Yeah, Mark, you look like."
Oh boy.
With that,
it's not worth it.
Let's say goodnight.
Okay.
And let's go ahead and for those who missed our sponsor, we'll wrap up with her package and see you guys next week. Okay.
Okay. Bye.
All right. Take
When
care.
daily tasks become too painful, it's time for change. Let our pain management and wellness practice, Valentine Integrative Health, elevate your quality of life and ease your discomfort. Visit us at ValentineIntegrativeHealth.com and start your journey to a fuller life.